Dinky-Doo, me hearties. A very good evening to you. Just gone 9:20 on Sunday evening. Nothing gets past me, and I thought we'll do a random pop-up just to see who's about and say a big dinky-doo to every single one of you. So as soon as you can join me, get joining, get following, get talking. Let's have a good bit of chit-chat. And if you're very, very good, we might just open the phones for you a little bit later. Peter Nevins, good evening, Scotty. Good evening, Peter. How lovely to hear from you. And how are you doing, my dear fellow? There we are. They're just telling 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Hi, Scotty. Hope you're well. Francis, Dinky-Doo. Let me know where you're from. Remember, Francis, because then everybody can see it. So, guys, when you're coming on, say where you're from. I know you and I know each other, but it's good for everybody else to join in. Hi, Scotty. It's Becky from Liverpool. You had a roast today, roast dinner today, Becky. Fantastic. There we are. I'm great, Scotty, says Peter. Good man. Opinions on Dagenham. Well, I love Dagenham. And of course, Dagenham used to make the Ford motor car, the British motor industry. We might just talk about that today and do a bit of back in the day. Tune in the West Coast, Francis. We love it. I know you're a tuner, but I like everyone else to know. Had a late Buns night dinner at Santino. What did you have? Did you go for the full haggis, neeps, and tatties? There we have it. Hello, Scotty. How are we? One and all. There's Kareem. Good evening, Scotty, says Negan. There we are. Hi, Scotty. Number one fan here. Fantastic number one fan, Dinky-Doo. Follow us as soon as you can, guys. The whole lot, says Santino. Did you do the full bit, Santino? Guys, grab this moment right now in history. If you're watching Scotty McCLUE on TikTok, pop up to the top left, click plus, and join us. Evening, Scotty, says the wonderful Lee Bandoni. Lee Dinky-Doo. Scotty, hope you're well, my friend. I'm from sunny Shotts. Do you know, I used to go Shotts and Dykehead, Caledonia Pipe Band, absolute champions of the world. Another big band, Muirhead and Sons. Do you remember these? And Kilsyth Colliery. Oh, I used to go to the Shotts Highland Games. What about that? Oh, Jeezy Peep, says Kerr. Hey from Ayr in Scotland, says Jason. We love it. Sean, where are you from? Good evening, Scotty Dinky-Doo. Guys, always tell me where you're from. That's what we want to do. We want every single TikToker on here tonight, even for a few seconds. Scotty, can you wish me happy birthday? Donna, of course I can wish you happy birthday. You could be a character in Stowe Game. Well, they say I was the original inspiration for Stowe Game, Scotty McCLUE. Glasgow, Scotty. Sean, that's the way to do it. Tell 10 to tell 10. I say to you, get following as soon as you come on, guys. Everybody should follow Scotty McCLUE. Scotty, do you believe extraterrestrial presence will be disclosed soon? And what's your thoughts? Well, apparently, there's been a treaty signed in 1950s by President Eisenhower that said, that arranged to meet up with extraterrestrials. There we are. Do you believe that? Or do you think that's nonsense? Follow us as soon as you can, guys. Everybody following, brilliant. That's the way to do it. Everybody watching should be following because it's the thing to do. Oh, hiya. There we are. It's Granny Betty here. I hope you're well. This will give her a wee laugh. Fantastic, Granny Betty. We love that. Why are people wanting to debate a republic? It's all over social media. Mind-boggling. Well, Kareem, they're going to kill off independence. Simple as. Do you eat grass? No, but I study music, and all cows eat grass. And that's ACEG. That's the spaces in the bass clef. There's a wee lesson for you. Hello from Montana. Do you know Butte, Montana, Rust? There we are. Grass is good. Well, grass is good if you're a ruminant. There we have it. Do you smoke grass? No. Only an idiot would do that. You need to be completely out your mind to smoke grass. So there we are. Now, what have we got here? Gwyn is a Tory. So there we are. Gwyn Good evening. We allow Tories on. We're not political on here, Gwyn. So if you're a Tory, it doesn't mean that everybody doesn't like you. Okay. Hello, my friend, Scottish TikTok famous. There we are, the #1 gifter. Yes, Gwyn, we know you're a Tory. We got that. There we are. Scotty, how have you been? A dinky-doo. A Brammer shout out for Gordon and Brian. Thank you. Karim is sending me gifts. A football, a squirrel. Mon the Rangers. Yes, Mon the Hoops as well. Interest of balance. Interest of balance, guys. There we are. Scotty, as sports dumbed people down, there's too much of it now. It seems like the only talking point in a pub or what did you think of the game last night? That's the way people go on. We need to have football 1 hour a week, Saturday afternoon. It can either be televised or you go to the game. Scotty is my favourite TikToker, dinky-doo. Stephen from Belfast. Fantastic, dinky-doo. Absolutely, Sean. There we have it. Now then, who have we got here? Lots and lots of you joining us on the YouTube channel. Get subscribing. Are you green or blue, Scotty? Well, it depends on my mood. If I get very upset, I can go a bit blue. If I'm out in a boat in a very rough sea, I can go a bit green. So there you are. That sort of idea. All right, Scotty. Hello, Ginty. Ginty, tell us where you're from. Come on, everybody fess up. Labour might put us in the EU next year if they get in, which will make a lot of Brexit voters unhappy. Tad the lad, I don't think there are any Brexit voters left. If I was a Brexit voter, I'd be keeping very, very quiet. So there you have it. Scotty, dinky-doo. Hello, John from Ayrshire. Irvine, we love Irvine. Ginty's in the Kinning Park. Ginty, I used to broadcast from Sussex Street. Do you know it? In the Kinning Park. Oh, that's absolutely lush. We love it. Guys, can you get following, please? I need 1,000 followers on TikTok, so you might as well roll up your sleeves and get on with it. Glasgow says, John, that's the stuff, John. You got a wife, says user235. Don't be ridiculous. Who would have me? I have no idea what the SNP are doing recently. I can't see any political party who will get my vote. Well, Stephen, unfortunately, they've all kind of, done one in their own doorstep. I think that's the problem. We need leaders who are not controlled by anyone else. They are where the buck stops. Scotty and the water. What's in it? Lol. Francis, pure Scottish water. More water. I always remember a guy at the bar, and the barman said, yeah, what can I get you, sir? And he says, double vodka, please. And he said, do you want anything in it? He went, aye, another double vodka. Could you say dinky-doo to Andy? It's his birthday. Of course I can, Jamie. Dinky-doo, Andy, and happy birthday. The boys are going to give you boomerang and wish you many happy returns. Sean, absolutely. Totally agree. They're simply the puppets controlled by the big puppeteers. The big puppeteers should show themselves and should take over a country. Say, I am the big puppeteer and I will run the show if you vote me in. Do you have a partner, Scotty, if you don't mind me asking? Don't be ridiculous. User 862. There we are. Where are you from? Says Henry. Henry, where are you from? Yes, you tell me first. I asked first. Fantastic. So who have we got? Funny how many votes go missing or can't be counted because the way it's been signed. Do it digitally, but then still the same way round. Well, in days gone by, I remember saying to a friend of mine, could an election ever be fixed? And he went, absolutely not. But that was 40 years ago. You look wealthy, says user 235. Well, what does wealthy look like? I know some very shilpit, wee thin people who are loaded. So there you are, or somebody like myself. You know what I mean? I am one of the richest men in the world because I get to talk to you guys. So there we go. Fix as usual. Are you South Lanarkshire, Scotty? GB, I used to be. I ran your radio station in South Lanarkshire for a couple of years. but unfortunately we had a stewardship problem. Picture frame looks rich. Well, that's a nice thing to do. A wee touch of class, a wee bit of style. Yes, we need to have a little bit of a beacon in the darkness, don't we? God bless the Pope, says Jay. Absolutely, Jay. And God will bless the Pope because, if you're Catholic, you'll know that the Pope is God's representative on earth. I didn't know you were part of the Ali Bali Bee. Well, there you go, Ali Bali Bee, sitting on your mammy's knee, greeting for a wee boppy to buy some Coulter's candy. Are you from Holland? Ja, come into Hus. Wiltje Kuppe Tee hebben? Ja, I'm viering mein Klompen. Long live the king. There we are. What have we got here? Scotty, I thought you had a missus. A missus? I've had a few near misses, Jinty. I can tell you that. Raf says he's from Paisley. I'm a jungle boy, Scotty. You love listening to you back in the day, DINKY-DOO. You used to live near me. Can you remember where I am? Ooh, Stephen, you tell me. I knew it. Hollandish. Yes, that's right. If we were going out for lunch, we could go Dutch. 12, Windermere Disco Bride. There you go. Are you a Masonic member? Well, I wouldn't know because it's a secret, isn't it? So they tell you. What do you think on the transgender bill debate? I think that perhaps the lower age should have been 18 because young people are still a bit hormonal. And, we don't want them to make all the change and maybe chop their bits off and go through painful surgery and mental illness and then change their mind. So there we are. Now, who have we got here? Do you like still games, Scotty? Well, of course. They say I was the original inspiration for it. You got beat again at the golf today, Scotty. Craig. Yes, have you ever seen the late Robin Williams talking about golf? Now, we spoke about it not long ago. I'm in Warrington, Stephen. We love Warrington. You're close to McCLUE's pies. Go Dutch. This man is quick. Half the mark. Thank you, Van Daal. There we are, Mr. Van Daal. There we are. Defo Masonic Man says user. Are you user? Well, you'll know more about it than me then. As far as I know, it's a secret. Fine wee lass, a bonny wee lass, a bonny wee Jeannie McCall. I gave him my mother's engagement ring and a bonny wee tartan shawl. I met her at the wedding in the cooperative hall. I was the best man and she was the belle of the ball. DINKY-DOO, Scotty. Last time speaking to you was in Miller in Carter. Yes, Sean. Absolutely. 100%, my boy. Wonderful stuff. Right, who have we got here? Get following as soon as you can. Remember the 80s. So there you are. Crazy Horse. Have you ever eaten a cat? No, but I've had a couple try to eat me, and their teeth are very sharp. Scotty, I've got a man crush on you. Vandal heart. Don't worry. It doesn't mean that you're gay. It's just, you appreciate good gear. I don't think it's about mental illness, Scotty, if that's what they want. Don't you think? No, what I'm saying is it could make somebody mentally ill. There are huge risks with changing your gender. It's your birthday, October, Scotty. It's not Rangers FC 1872 RFC. So there we go. Sorry about that. Well, you are the light. Thank you, James. James Halliday. What a top man. Here we go. Now, I think it should only be allowed the age of consent, simple as that, evaluated by mental health professional. I don't think young people should even have a decision like this, or their parents. Well, I think the number of people who are serious about it is very, very small, Stallion. Scotty, what 4 presidents are in Mount Rushmore? Right, Mr. Martin. George Washington. George Washington is one of them. Andrew Jackson is another of them. Who else is in Mount Rushmore? George Washington, Andrew Jackson. Let's keep going along that kind of level. Who else is in Mount Rushmore? Ulysses Grant, is he in Mount Rushmore? That's 3. And the 4th one, Abraham Lincoln. Now, am I right or am I right or wrong? So there we are. That's what I'd go for. George Washington, Andrew Jackson, Adrian Lincoln, and Theodore Roosevelt and Thomas Jefferson. Well, there we are. Scotty Name, an American-Italian unbeaten heavyweight boxer with a record of 49 wins and no loses. Who would that be, Stallion? American-Italian. Joe Buckner. Is it Joe Buckner? Yes. Would that be possible? There we are. Chris says, are you a Tory, big Scotty McClue? Well, I'm apolitical, Chris. I can't think that small. So there we are. But obviously, you're a Tory. Lol, says Anne. Lol. Yes, absolutely. Dinky-Doo, what? Thoughts on the bill? R.I.P. the Queen. Yes, indeed, Her late Majesty. But long live the Queen. We have a new Queen. My missus is from Cumbernauld. She's an expert at the Glaswegian kiss. Now, Vandal, I think that's the one that doesn't involve the tongue. Is that correct? If you could keep your head when others about you are losing theirs, follow us as soon as you can, Key. There's the wonderful D sending me weights. D, you are so generous. What a beautiful thing to do. I absolutely love it. Guys, I need everybody watching on the TikTok to go tap, tap, tappity, tap. I've got 924 likes. Normally at this time, I've got 5,000. Where's that Range Rover model from behind you? That's a P38, Kian. Well done. Yes, I used to have one. Who's the 5th face on Mount Rushmore? Is that Andrew Jackson? There we are. Long live the Queen, Andrew. Pretty quick. Absolutely. Now, there we are. That was pretty quick, by the way. Right. Now, who have I got here? Let me just see. I'm going to check if those of you on YouTube have actually subscribed. So if you're watching on YouTube, please do subscribe. And then we can see, because I've put up some great videos for you. Guys, the Scotty McClue YouTube channel. Right. I need one more subscriber. One of you watching YouTube right now. Can you go over and subscribe? Tell me in the chat when you've done it. Thank you to everybody who's tapped the dollar bill in the chat tonight. Okay, so one of you pop over and subscribe, and I will know immediately when you've done it because you'll tell me. Rocky Marciano. There we are. Who's the 5th face? That's wonderful stuff, isn't it? Follow us as soon as you can, guys. Very important. Now, if you're not following Scotty McClue, ask yourself what's wrong with you. Should you go to the doctor and say, I'm not following Scotty, what's wrong with me? Sorry about that. Well, you are a delight by Rabbi Burns. Get on the voice, Scotty. Dinky-Doo, GB, and sing. There we are. Scotty, have you ever commented in any sporting event? No, but I was asked one day by the head of sport at one of the big radio stations. I was telling a joke. We'd popped into the pub for a swift half, and I was telling a joke. And I said, so he's giving it the commentary, you know, he's going, and Arthur Smith, oh, what a cross, you see? And he said, Scotty, come here. Seriously, would you like to join us in the old dugout on Saturday afternoon and do a bit of commentating? I said, I don't know enough about football. He went, well, you'll fit in with the rest of us then. I love it. Get on the voice. Rangers FC. Walk with me. Oh, my Lord. Jay, I will always walk with you. Oh my goodness, put this man in the telly. We need his humor. Vandal, what a lovely thing to say. I used to be on the telly, but we've got too many smart Alex now who think, no, we want young people, modern, not realizing that my audience of young people is huge. Huge. There was a Scottish commentator that used your saying, argy bargy. That's right, Stallion. Little bit of argy bargy on the pitch with the referee now. You should never argue with the ref. How come they do it, guys? Scotty, get yourself back on the radio, please, mate. Mark, I would love to be back on the radio. We need a big station. I don't know why the BBC don't pick me up. There's no reason for them not to. No reason at all that we know of. So there we go. Scotty McCLUE, yeehaw! Trump is on Rushmore in his head. Listen, don't mock Trump. I think he's going to save the world. Seriously. I think he's bigger than Thunderbirds. Oh, that's lush. DINKY-DOO, Scotty, what have you been doing with yourself? Sean, that's a very personal question. Now then, I think you'd make a good horse commentator, Scotty. Heard your impressions. Need to get you on the Grand National. Good afternoon and welcome to Newmarket. The going is good to soft this afternoon. And I can see a fair bit of activity just over there. They're trying to get lovely big horse in. The little one beside him, very, very biddable little horse, has won almost everything that she's running. So there we go, lovely little horse, and I can just see it there. Well, they're all in now, and we're just waiting, and they're off. Taking it nice and easy. On the outside, it's the Smith. On the inside, it's Scotty, just keeping pace with each other there, pacing themselves nicely. And there they go. They're getting up to more of a pace now. Coming into the final furlong. On the outside, it's... And there we go. Walk with me, oh my lord. Did I see you in a pub at the Rothsay Jazz Festival about 15 years ago, Scotty? Minted. You may well have. I used to go to Rothsay in 1969 on the boats, when I worked on the boats, and we picked up Johnny Beattie and the Alexander Brothers. And that was the start of me wanting to go into show business. Scotty, it's your number one. How are you the night, sir? What an amazing day. And Dee, thank you for all your kindness on TikTok. Guys, if you're watching on TikTok, get following. I think you pop up to the top left and click the plus. It's not too much to ask, you know. Now then, nothing to do with surgery. It's about self-ID, gender, not sex, gender. Yeah, listen, we know this secret. I've done a video on it, and everybody was on pulling me up, going, oh, you haven't read the bill and all that sort of stuff, right? But eventually, if you're changing your gender and you're serious about it, it is to do with surgery. Now, can you make that decision at 16? Can you make that decision without running it past Ma and Pa? There we are, Rocky Marciano. That's right, user. There we go. I went to see Raging Bull when it came out. Oh, there we are. I'm not a Tory, says Chris. You just have a very posh Scottish accent. Chris, having a posh accent, which I don't have, is nothing to do with politics. There are very rough-spoken Tories and beautifully spoken Labour people. Accents are nothing to do with it. I know top business people who are absolutely red-hot socialists, and they're worth millions, and they speak beautifully. They give all their money to the Labour Party. So you must never, ever, ever make assumptions. When I was training in law and accountancy, and I can remember our lecturer, and he told a story, and one of the auditors said to him, what about that money there? Have you seen that? And he went, No, but I assumed that would be there. He went, you never, ever, ever assume. Good advice. So there you go. So never assume you know somebody's politics because they happen to be well spoken. There you go. I'll introduce you to actors who are raging socialists, and they're beautifully spoken. Raging Bull had nothing to do with it. No, Raging Bull did not, Mr. Martin. You are correct. You're a great one for jumping on the bandwagon, Mr. Martin. Did I ever say that Raging Bull had anything to do with Rocky Marciano? No. So there you go. You just made that up to suit. D saying you should hit the gym. Oh, I hit the gym earlier, D. Yes, absolutely. I'm absolutely body built here. Solid. Look at the size of these. Look. Oh, you wouldn't mess with that, would you? Scotty, get yourself back on the radio, please. Chris W. There we go. Mr. McClue, will you come over for dinner when you're free? I need some unwoke discussion. Well, Vandal Hart, we are awake. We are wakey discussion. Nobody who's woke is awake. That's the difference. Do you see what I mean? Yes, wee man. Give it up, man. You're drunk. Barry, you must never assume everybody has your lifestyle. Yes, I haven't had alcohol for 7 years. So there we are. Dinky-Doo. It's only a matter of time before you're on 102.1 FM Glasgow. Very best station. I'll look it up. There we go. Telephone voice. That's the stuff, Barry. Let's have your telephone voice. I was on your live a year ago asking you about university. I wanted to let you know it's great. That is outstanding. I am so proud of you. That is just amazing. Scotty, do you know about an Italian boxer called Primo Carnera? He was about 6'6" years ago, when most men in Europe were only about 5'4". Interesting. I think Lord John Reith, he wasn't a boxer, and he wasn't from Italy, who started the BBC. I think he was 6'7". I'm not sure, or 6'6". There we are. I saw his grandson on the telly when the Queen passed away, and he looks the spitting image of him. The offer's there, Scotty, if you want to go. Fantastic, D. We love it. There we go. Now, who have we got here? Apparently, my family goes all the way back to Robert Burns, but I don't know the details. Well, Stephen, check them out, because I'm not sure how many children Burns would have out of wedlock or in wedlock or whatever. But Mrs. Burns, I think, was buried near to where I stayed in East Lothian, just as you're going down the road into Haddington or Haydonton. The family are from the Outer Hebrides. Well, you see, so many of us are. What happened with the Hebrides? People just ended up there. STV News, I'm sure it was you were on. It was, D. Yes, I used to read the news on STV. No problem at all. A wee jock in Doris, just a wee jock, that's all. Scotty, come back on the radio. There were 500 watts at the ready. Well, have a look at that, D. I from Catterick in the British Army. Eddie, I used to broadcast to Catterick from TFN in Middlesbrough, TFM. And we used to get a lady on and says, where are you from, love? She says, oh, from Catterick. I said, oh, you'll be all right for a bit of company up there. What's the definition of folk? Everybody watching Scottie McClue right now is folk. That's what I say. You're thicker than Trump, says John. Well, that's such a compliment, because I would say Trump is probably one of the cleverest men on the planet. So if I'm thicker than him, then I'm almost the cleverest man on the planet. So thank you. That would be Beecher's Brook, is it not? There we go. Now, Betty is buried up the road from the Kirk Lane Cemetery in Pollock Shaws. Magnus Rabbi's daughter, Betty. Right is buried up the road from the Meekirk Lane Cemetery, Meekirk Lane Cemetery in Pollock Shaws. I'll need to have a look at that because there's a couple of old cemeteries just up towards Thornley Bank. Is that one? No? Mr. Martin, Dinky-Doo. Now, what have we got here? OMG, Scotty just took a breath. Amazing how he never breathes. Well, Vandal Heart, I'm on the oxygen of life. Oh, there we are. That's what we've got there. I can tell you. Now, a lot of sensible people. Now, I might open the lines. Is that thundies you're swallowing, Scotty? That's water. I support Trump, says Stephen. Everybody does, all the sensible people. How can I phone your show? Aaron, I'm just about to open the lines. If you'd like to come on, you'd be very, very welcome. Dinky-Doo, I say to you. Now, let's see what's happening. Aaron's just followed us. Guys, if you haven't followed Scottie McClue, please get following. Very, very important. We're about to open the phone lines and take some live calls. Nice, Mr. Martin. Now, right, guys, the telephone number is 0141 628 9795. And where the lines are open now. So if anybody wants to ring, they can. Hear that? Listen. How about that? Isn't that beautiful? Follow us as soon as you can. Aaron, thank you for following, Aaron. What a lovely, decent human thing to do. So beautiful. There we are. I need another 10 followers. Now, has anybody on YouTube subscribed tonight? Let's have a look and see. We need a couple of subscribers on the YouTube. There we go. I thank you very much, beautiful people. That's so kind of you for subscribing. Well done. Because Scottie McClue's YouTube channel is the world's best kept secret. 3,500 people know about it. And there's 3,000 videos on it. And I had a poor dafty the other day, a poor daft soul, said, Scottie, I looked on your YouTube, but some of your stuff's a bit long. I said, and did you not think just to listen to a few seconds? The thing to do with Scottie McClue's YouTube, rather than watch me, put it on your telly, say, Alexa, play Scottie McClue on YouTube. Alexa, play Scottie McClue on YouTube, right? And if you do that, then you just walk away and do your high dusting. And you can listen as if it was the radio. How about that? Is that not beautiful? Scottie, the last video you uploaded about men, you should start a topic. Men are classed as second-class citizens and have lost their rights. Yes, I don't know who that person is. They're obviously, I think it's somebody in Canada, but I had to capture it because it is such a refreshing change. You know, because men have been getting emasculated by this feminist thing, and the females have been conned by feminism. It's just an excuse to get them out to work instead of them sitting in a white leather sofa popping the chocks all day. How can I phone into your show? Aaron, ring now. Calvin has followed us. Pardon me. Sam says, Dinky-Doo. Happening, my boy. God loved the world and gave his only son. Whoever believes in him won't die, but has eternal life. Right, Constitutio. Let's just correct it slightly. You're nearly there tonight. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Whosoever believeth in me won't die, but shall have eternal life. How about that? There you are. I'll give you verbatim, quoted from the Bible. There we are. God, gotta calm down. Logan, you're gonna calm down. What's happening, lad? Lots. You're handsome. Thank you very much. What about the work around, Scottie? What if I transmit you live if you didn't know? Would that be okay? Well, D, I just need to check out the frequency first. And then we can decide what's what. Do you see what I mean? What's that accent, son? That's not an accent, Connor, son. That's just the way I speak. That's Scottie McClue's voice. There we have it. No accents. Guys, another 30, 40 followers. Everybody get following. And can we tap? I've got 4,200 likes. Grab your phone and give it this, guys. Tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tap, 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 until everyone in YouTube has been summoned and everyone on TikTok has been summoned. There we have it. Jerry's just joined us. Jerry, the #1 van driver Scotland and the Western Holiday. 1 week off, Scotty. Jerry, you enjoy that. You deserve it. You deserve the best of everything. You and your lovely, lovely family. And we, Coco the dog, I say to you. Tap, tap, tappity, tap. Hello, mate. How's you today? Bumbeat, thank you. I will, Scotty. Chad, the African bullfrog, is on. Jerry is shouting, cuckoo. It's impossible to just listen to a little bit of Scottie McClue. I know. Why would you? Never stroll, never troll. I say to you. Hi from Lark Hall. Give us a shout out to Arlene from Lark Hall. Tell her I love her. I shall tell her. Arlene, he loves you. Aaron DINKY-DOO at Scottie McClue. Robbie, this you, says Calvin. DINKY-DOO, Calvin, I say. Now, we need another 40 followers. Surprised the boats would float with the weight, eh? Connor, what do you mean the boats? Tell us more. Thanks, Scotty. You're getting bigger and better. #1, Scotland's #1. Absolutely, Jerry. We need to tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Can everybody on YouTube subscribe and share this live? All right. Voice of the world, radio talk show. Scottie McClue. There we go. Love and kindness plus knowledge, the greatest power of all. Carpe diem. You're 100% correct. There, we love it. We absolutely love it. Guys, get following as soon as you can and joining us. Thank you for all your gifts. Very much appreciated. Are you still looking to get into show business? Rob, I was thinking about it. My problem is I don't know what I want to do when I grow up. Do you see what I'm saying? I've done so many wonderful things in my life. One of the luckiest boys in the world. And I've only met one bad man who took money off me in a business deal. One baddie. Not bad, eh? There we are. And I've done lots and lots of beautiful things and met so many beautiful people. There we are. Invite everybody. Guys, what about TikTokers inviting everyone they know to join Scottie McClue? There we are. Now, VJ is there. Is there an issue with the phone lines? I attempted to call in to stimulate discussion around a mental health initiative called the Men's Shed. VJ, to my knowledge, there is no issue with the phones, and I suggest you attempt to call in again. I'll just check the phones. Yep, all is well. So you phone right now, and we will chit and chat. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I say to you. I was on your live a year ago. Fantastic. Hey, Jude. Hey, Jude. There we have it. Now, same voice and clobber. Absolutely, Calvo. Shh, mate. No, you shh, mate. There we are. Hang on, guys. Just going to dump an idiot here. There we go. Right, that's fine. That's better. Gone. Who have we got here? Gender change is a joke. These people need serious counselling. Well, Dee, I don't know. Well, you know, I mean, it must be possible. In fact, I know a couple of people who have made the change. They were born as guys and they've become ladies. I hope TikTok are looking after you with all the hours you do. Well, Frank, no, it doesn't really work like that. I do these hours because it's a bit like keeping in training. It's a bit like if I was an RAF pilot and I go for a flight. You know what I mean? I do a bit of flying as a bit of training. I say to you, guys, I need another 50 followers as soon as you possibly can. It's about opinions, Scotty. Well, user 862, I think it's about the people's opinions about Scottie McClue's facts. Pardon me, does that make sense? Can everybody watching right now please follow? Right, we need another 50 followers. Hey, Sam Dinky-Doo. Hey, Calvin. Right, I like your picture. I think what you have to do, thank you, Jude. That's Lord Reith the Labrador. Tracy has sent me a beautiful gift. Tracy, thank you for that. You TikTokers are so kind to me, and the YouTubers have been tapping the dollar bill and sending me things like £5. I love it. Thank you so much. It's so lovely of you to do it. Stallion Fish has just sent £2. He says, Sir McClue, Lord of the Internet, hashtag Radio Crew, Dinky-Doo. That is so kind of you. There we are. Now, who have we got here? There's the wonderful Jerry Thompson. Stallion, thank you. Stallion tapped the dollar bill on the YouTube and sent me £2. Isn't he beautiful? Yes, you are the best, Scotty. Every one of you, text your friends. Add the link to YouTube channel, share it, get more people following, please. Like I did, text your contacts on your phone, and we will be #1. Yes, if everybody watching right now takes the link to the YouTube and the TikTok, you'll get them on the TikTok bio, and just text your friends with it. That would be amazing. In fact, why don't we do it as an experiment live on air right now? Right? Seriously, everybody go to the TikTok bio or the YouTube bio and get the link. The link's easy for YouTube. It's just youtube.com/Scottie McClue. Vicky B's sent £2, and she says, do you think incense gets rid of bad spirits, Scotty? Incense is very lovely. And I went to a funeral once, a big Catholic funeral. Well, a Roman Catholic funeral, because we're all Catholic. And they incensed the coffin. And I was sitting at home that night thinking, what a day, just shaking my head, because we'd lost one of the most beautiful people on the planet. And I thought, have I left something on in the kitchen? I could smell burning. And you know, it was the incense off my suit jacket. Is that not amazing? The phone rang out 10 rings rather than the standard 6. Yes, do it. Yes, let's do it every day. Send the link right now to every one of your contacts. Say, are you watching Scottie McClue? Just so we see what happens with the figures. There's somebody calling now. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, Scottie.
Hello, who's that?
I'm Hamish. How are you?
Hamish, how lovely to hear you. Where are you phoning from?
I'm phoning from London.
We love it, Hamish. Yes, indeed. Love to
How
London.
has your Sunday been?
My Sunday's beautiful, Hamish, and I loved you ringing.
Oh, I love you.
You know, it's fantastic. I mean, how did you find us?
Oh, I've been a big fan of the show for a while, actually. I've been following since the old, after the lockdown days.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
I know.
Yeah, we love it. And of course, we are global, Hamish, and a call from your good self in Londinium just makes it perfect.
Oh, Londinium, Scottie, you crack me up.
Ah, Londinium. I was there when the Romans were there.
Oh, I know you were.
You know, London,
anyway,
if you... Go on,
I do have a question for you.
Go on, hit me.
So, I've recently partaken in the old wacky backy, if you know what I mean.
The wacky backy.
I'm just wondering if someone like yourself has ever partaken in such a thing.
Never to my knowledge, because I actually got hooked on cigarettes. And I realized how easy it was to get hooked on cigarettes. So I eschewed all forms of drugs. So no alcohol, no tobacco, no wacky backy, no powder, none of that, because you need a clear head in life. And if life's a bit challenging, You need a clear head. So my advice to you, for
I'm
what it's
having the
worth,
same issue. Is I don't think my head's been too clear, because I don't know about you, but midgets, hey, they just turn me on when I'm high. I don't know what to do. And so I'm calling in thinking, Scotty, you know, you're the man for the questions. What can I do to help combat this?
well, I don't know. They're lovely sweets. They're
Yeah,
lovely,
they
lovely
are.
sweets, the old midget gems. And it's just difficult. I always buy 2 ounces if I'm passing an old-fashioned sweet shop.
Exactly, Scotty. You know, see, I'm not talking about the sweets there. I'm talking about midgets, the actual people.
Oh, the midget gems with the iced center. I know the
those
ones.
are the ones. Yes,
I
those
know
are
the ones you mean. Lovely, lovely. No, not too many, because you don't want to get sugared up. What a top man. So there we are. We seem to have lost him. Oh. You're live with Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, how are you?
Hello, who's that?
This is Mary.
Mary, how lovely to hear you, my darling.
How are you?
I'm better for hearing you.
Very good. Who's the man in the picture at the back?
That's me.
That's you. How
Yeah.
old was you there?
Well, it was last week.
Ah.
Yes, so there we are. And Lord Reith the Labrador.
Who?
Lord Reith the Labrador.
Ah.
Do
He's cute.
you see him?
Yeah, he's cute.
He's so handsome.
I'd love to put my feet.
It's lovely to hear you, Mary. That's so good of you to call.
I'd love to put my finger in his mouth.
You'd like to put your finger in his mouth. He would probably let you if you gave him a biscuit. So there we are. Very, very nice. So that's the stuff. Now then, what do we got here? What's the assumption is the mother of all screw-ups? Stephen, very, very good. Yes, excellent stuff. We like that. Now, who have we got here? You're live with Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hello?
Hello, who's that?
Hello?
Hello.
It's Dave here.
Who is it?
It's David.
David. How lovely to hear you. What can I do for you?
Well, I want to find out where you got your hat from.
My hat, Hogs of Fife.
Yeah.
Hogs of Fife.
Oh, I've seen it on TV before.
Wonderful shop. Hogs of Fife, yep. That's it.
Yeah.
You need to get one.
Post?
What's what?
What's the line about?
What's the... Oh, what a shame we've lost him. There we are. He gave up. He gave up too soon. You never, ever, ever give up, guys. Vicky B, I thank you. Yes, Stuart, would you rather live in the north or south of Scotland? Ali, I'm happy living anywhere in the world. The world is your lobster. And, you know, places are places. But the south of Scotland is beautiful. The north of Scotland is beautiful. So, you know, it just depends how much beauty can you take. So there we go. Give us a call as soon as you can. Now, sent it out to shed loads of people. Stallion, that's brilliant. So if everybody subscribes, tremendous. Hello, you're live with Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hello.
Hello?
Oh my God, am I on live?
Who's that?
I'm so excited.
I'm very excited. Who's that?
This is Sandy.
Sandy.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I'm very excited, Sandy.
Me
It's
and my
lovely.
dog love watching you.
Yes, lovely. And it's so lovely to have you with us.
How's your day been?
My day's been just outstanding.
I'm shaking. I'm so excited.
Oh, I know, so am I. It's wonderful.
How old's your dog in the picture?
The dog in the picture, at that time, he would be 10.
10. Oh, mine's only 2 at the moment.
I think, oh no, he wouldn't be 10. Hang on a second. I'm talking nonsense. He would be 4.
4? Oh,
Yeah,
God.
3 or 4. And it's a lovely picture. The guy was a brilliant photographer.
That is a lovely picture. I love that picture.
That's Lord Reith. He's just so beautiful. And there was a lady saying she'd like to pop her fingers in his mouth. And I said, well, he would let you, you know, he was so placid.
Oh, are you married?
Am I married? No, don't be silly. Who would have me?
Are you single, ready to mingle?
Oh, I mingle all the time, my darling.
Oh.
I am Mr.
Maybe we should
Mingler.
have a private call one day.
What?
Maybe we should have a private call one day.
Oh, I'm all of a flutter.
I'm 62, going on.
You're 62, going on 25.
And I'm 25. I wish.
Yeah.
I wish.
And you still don't know what you're going to do when you grow up.
I am grown up already.
Oh, are you? Oh, well, I'm not.
I want to be sitting on your lap. I
Oh,
want to jump up and down, up and down.
oh, what are you like, my love? Oh, mwah, thank you.
My phone's gonna wet.
Oh, and Dinky-Doo.
Oh.
I agree, never assume anything. I was taught that in the first day in psychiatry. You're live with Scotty's Fun In. Who's that?
You all right, Scotty?
Oh, who's that?
It's Daniel from Sheffield.
Daniel, how are you, lad?
Oh, I'm very good, Scotty. Have you been chatting up birds on this then, Scotty?
No, they've been chatting me up.
I've been chatting you up. Well, God, I envy you.
I'm all of a flutter, Daniel.
No, I can imagine, Scotty. I can imagine.
Oh.
Well, you're a handsome man, aren't you, Scotty? So, you know, it's just normal.
Oh, you're very, very kind. Now, what's happening in the real world?
In the real world, oh, God, everything.
Are you all right?
No, I'm fine, Scotty. I'm fine.
Are you looking after Sheffield?
Yeah, have a nice week, mate, and take it easy.
Listen, you look after yourself and Dinky-Doo, lad.
Dinky-Doo, Scotty.
Dinky-Doo. See you, Lala. There we are. That's it. Daniel from South Yorkshire, from Sheffield. Now, love you, says Jude. Thank you, Jude. What is woke? Well, there's a question. Exactly what is woke? I think woke is people who aren't aware of other people. Oh, that's so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Now then, what's happening here, guys? I ask you. Has everybody followed me on the TikTok? Guys, we need another 30 followers, and we need them right now. Scotty, what's your thoughts on gas bill situation of the economic state? Robbie, I think the gas is ridiculous. If we live in Scotland, and a lot of us watching do, we should be almost getting free power and energy. Yeah? I can go back to when every town in Scotland had their own gasometer. You used to see them, a great big gas tank. And when the gas got low, it sank. And then it rose up again. And things were a lot cheaper. You're live with Scottish Fun In. Who's that?
Hello, mate. It's Dave again.
Who is it? Sorry?
It's Dave.
Dave. Lovely to hear you, Dave. Where are you calling from?
Huh?
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the Isle of Wight.
Isle of Wight. I love it. Do you know?
Yeah, it's right, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Is that you in the picture behind you?
That's me in the picture behind, yes.
Shut up. Really?
Yeah, absolutely. And
how old was you then?
Oh, how old was I then? It was last week.
Last week? Where's your glasses gone?
I lent them to Deirdre in Coronation Street.
And where's the dog?
The dog's sadly gone, actually. No, that would be taken about 1996, we think.
Bloody hell.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it? Listen, how's things on the Isle of Wight? Do you still have the River Medina?
It's windy.
I bet it's windy down there. Beautiful part of the world, though.
I need to get the ferry back, but I can't. They're all cancelled.
Lovely part of the world. Are you still get the red ferries?
Yeah. Still there. They're building a train to go over the water. They're building a new train track to go over the water.
Over the water, a bridge to the Isle of Wight.
Yeah, they just started some traction there.
An Osborne house, of course.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's...
It's made out of Lego.
made out of Lego. Do you know Prince Albert helped design that?
Did he?
Yeah, that's why you've got the Italian 8 towers. And Queen Victoria actually died in Osborne House, and they had to take her across in January, take her across the river a night like tonight.
Oh, I thought she died in the Queen Vic on Albert Square.
At Albert Square, no. We love it. Fantastic.
Oh, dear. All right, well, nice talking to you.
Listen, you take great care of yourself. And DINKY-DOO la.
Dula.
Do la la la. I love it. Call from the Isle of Wight. Scotty, your thoughts on the gas bill? Well, Robbie, I say we should be getting it really, really cheap. You know, it's a piece of nonsense. In Scotland, with all that water, wind and wave power, it should be an admin fee and that's it. Free energy. And don't be fooled by all this green stuff. Somebody's getting a few quid out of that. D, what do you want to be when you're older, says Calvin. So there you go. D's getting asked a lot of questions here. Tremendous stuff. We love it. Guys, I need another 20 followers. Mr. Scotty, what's your thoughts on transgender men going to Scottish female prisons? Well, Johnny, I'm not going to comment on any specific case. But to me, I think if it's originally a man, depending on the type of offense, then I think that should be a man's prison. That's what I think, actually. I think we need to be much clearer in the law on people identifying as things. So, you know, we need to sort of fight the wokies on all this. That's what I say. We actually need to stamp out wokeness because, you know, it's nonsense. I love your accent, says Ray. DINKY-DOO, Ray. So there we are. Brooklyn, your day came 100 years ago, so you're a bit late, but nice to hear from you. What's your favourite place in Scotland, Scotty? Mine's Tobermory and the Isle of Mull. Jerry Thompson. I love Tobermory. I used to go on holiday to Tobermory, and I went in 1965. And in those days, you had big steamships coming in like the King George V. And at the steps were McBrain's Loch Buie. Lovely. And I've stayed at the Western Isles Hotel. How lovely is that? Tobermory, all the braes, Middle Bray and Back Bray and Prison Bray, up to where the old police station used to be. Harv sent me a football. We love it, Harv. Thank you. Guys, I'm going to have to say DINKY-DOO to all our TikTokers. I might bring you back up again, actually. So lovely to have you with us. So we've got about a minute. Postman Pat lives there. Yes, you're up the top of the hill. Fantastic view from there. Beautiful, Jerry. Right out across Calve Island. Oh, yes. Scotty, if you found money, would you hand it into the police? Of course, Numpty Heed. That would be the right thing to do, said Pooh. So there we go. Now, who else have we got here? You're showing off with your daddy's lipstick on your neck. D's having a go at somebody there. D, what are you doing to that poor soul? There we are. There we are. Marinilda. Buonanito, amigo. Si. Dos Vidania. Scotty, catch you soon. I'm away from Bath. Jerry, take great care. Have a lovely week. Enjoy your holiday. And love to your beautiful family. And to Cuckoo. See you, Jerry. Trala. Scotty, been a long time since I've watched. I know. I'll bring you all up again, guys. Don't worry. There we have it. We've had to say goodbye to our TikTokers. We only get an hour, you see. An hour. I'll give you a bell in a minute. Quick one, though. Right, Stallion. Quick it shall be. So there you are. What are your thoughts on AI, artificial intelligence? Well, all these things make great servants, but poor masters. for Scotty's Fun in. Who's that?
All right, Scotty, it's Pablo.
Pablo, how are we?
Yeah, not too bad. The show's going amazing. You're there.
It's wonderful stuff tonight, Pablo. In fact, we might change it to Sunday night.
Oh, I think you need to keep going while the kettle's hot, Scotty.
Keep going while the kettle's hot.
People aren't even asking what's your number, Scotty. They're just ringing straight off, you know.
They're just ringing off. We love it. And I've just gone live again on the TikTok, so I've reset it. You see, the TikTok, I just get an hour, right? Because then you can go longer than an hour, but you can't download more. You can download more than an hour, but you can't then upload bits from it. So you're maxed out of the hour at the moment. But TikTok, I can't fault it. It's just excellent.
Well, it seems to be taking over. Well, I won't say it's taking over YouTube, but you've got a few more outlets now that I don't know, they're easy to access, and more people are on there than YouTube, so it gives you more outlets.
Well, I think they're just different things. I mean, YouTube is absolutely huge, but for some reason, Scottie McClue's YouTube channel is the world's best kept secret.
At the moment, Scotty, but listen, we've heard more different accents on the show tonight than we ever have at this point. So it's quite funny. I think the people that have come on tonight, Scotty, even though they've had a bit of a giggle and that, they've been a bit clever with it, and everyone's wondering when you're taking Sandy on a date.
Yes, Sandy, absolutely. She was just she was amazing. I was Oliver Flutter, you know.
Oh, she had a voice for radio, let me tell you that one's got.
There's Shay Patrick saying, up the Royal Artillery. We salute the Royal Artillery. He's a big fan of the British Army.
Right. Good on him. I've got a good omen. Any of my friends that have been in the British Army, none of them have ever been hurt and never lost a limb, and they all come back in one piece. So I think that's got to do with my guardian angels looking after them, Scott.
You are a guardian angel, Pablo. That's what you are. You are a very spiritual man.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for all your kindness tonight, by the way.
Yeah, don't worry about that, Scotty. I mean, you know, people want to donate to charities, let them donate. But I think for all your service you've done, Scotty, not give up when all these radio stations are not putting people on, and then you're looking at other ways to keep going. You need that little bit of support, Scotty. It gives you a little bit of funds to play with, and it also keeps you motivated.
Well, it does keep me motivated, and it's so kind of all the people. And we're into our 31st year, and I think that one day a radio station programmer on a big station will just waken up and go, I want Scottie McClue.
Someone's got to do it, Scotty, because I'm not having that these firms or stations have the listeners that we had back in the 90s or 80s. Not a chance.
They don't have them nowadays, absolutely. Guys, welcome to the TikTok. You're watching Scottie McClue, hashtag FloatI, First Lord of the Internet. Get following as soon as you come on. There we are. I'm just telling the TikTokers because they've just arrived back.
Yeah, we need them back on board. But yeah, going back to what that video you uploaded, Scotty.
Yes.
About that woman. It's nice, it's refreshing for a woman to stand up for men's rights, because with all the music that's been out over the years, they've sort of brainwashed it into women's head that they don't need a man, they're independent, they can do everything on themselves, they can get another man in a minute, in fact he'll be here in a minute. That's a lyric to a song, Scotty. And brilliant. You know, it's just these men, the men are suffering. It's almost like the rights of men have gone downhill. And
yeah, well, I think men have been, to use the right word, emasculated, and it's a con job. They're trying to split men and women because they don't want people breeding and costing a fortune and families living apart and breaking up, all that stuff, because it's all very expensive. But the truth is, men and women need to get back together again and start falling in love again.
I don't think they know what love is, Scotty. When you see these preachers out on the street and they say a woman will speak about relationships, 9 times out of 10, all the woman's after, it's not commitment, Scotty, in this day and age, which is sad. Absolutely. They just want a bit of fun. They want a bit of fun. They want to live their life and maybe have some weekend fun with whoever they're meeting, and that's it. So
that's
with
it.
that, what happens, Scotty? Once you
Pablo, hang on a second. TikTokers, every single one of you watching right now, get following. Go up to the top left and click the plus. There we are. Had to just tell them, Pablo. Sorry about that.
No, yeah, like you're saying used to be 1, 2, buckle my shoe, and then what happens is they get pregnant, they've got no father figure in their life, they couldn't even probably tell you who the father is to the baby, it was a one-night stand, and this is sadly what's going on in this generation, Scott. It's been going on for years, 10, 20 years. That's why we have so much divide. There's no commitment. It seems like the women want to live two lives. They want to be this Instagram model or whatever. At the same time, they want to be a housewife, and you can't be both, Scotty. It just doesn't work. You know, if you've got loads of men looking at your videos, your photos, and just commenting on your statuses and pictures, it is going to make your fellow man insecure.
Listen, I've spoken to a lot of women who wanted to be a big cheese in business, like up there with the men, and every single one of them misses being at home with their kids. And their kids aren't getting their input. Their kids are being brought up by their grandparents.
Yeah, that's not life. I mean, it is nice for the grandparents to take a role, especially with young parents. Like, we've got our granddaughter over tonight, Scotty. She's only 18, the mother. So they do need that interaction with the grandparents and have that time alone. But I just think there's people that are selfish, like to say, you said, you back in the day, I listened to your shows, and you were speaking to a woman, said it only takes the one time to have sex and get pregnant.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, I've got here Magnus. Magnus has just come on and said, a single mother with 3 kids, over 500 quid a week on universal credit. Why work?
But she works, yeah, because they are helping people at work. But again, I don't think women should feel ashamed if they can't go to work and they're looking after the children.
I don't think you should ever feel ashamed. I think it's a vital part of society. Remember, Margaret Thatcher said there's no such thing as society. She got that 100% wrong, and I think society needs to come back, and society is the people running the show.
Well, Scott, you know, when we're talking about masculinity,
yeah.
Do you think the roles have been reversed? Because you see a lot of men now, sometimes they're stay-at-home dads, or they do the washing. I'm not saying the washing's a woman's job. They do the cooking. I do think that's just helping out in the house, but it seems to be like, I can give you this scenario. It was a family member of mine, and his missus got caught pregnant, had the baby. Within a couple of weeks, she didn't want to have the maternity leave. She just wanted to go back to work, Scotty, and that baffles me. I mean, the most important time to have that bonding time with a child, and you want to go to work. I don't understand it, Scotty.
Very strange, very strange. No, I think that we need to get back to putting the children first, bonding with the children, you know, get back to marriage. As I say, people are going back to God because they don't trust the politicians. And they know that there's a higher power out there.
Well, Scotty, what about these, I don't know if you've seen the programme, Married at First Sight.
Yep.
It was, like a scientific thing, but matched on, I don't know if it was DNA or anything like that, personalities, character, blah, blah, blah. Now, I don't believe that even should have gone ahead, where they could license a marriage based on that. Because anybody watching that rubbish will think, I don't want to get married. Look what happened there. They lasted 2 minutes.
That's
what
right.
What drilling in people's heads, Scotty, is it's a lot less stressful and easier life if you're not married. It almost means that piece of paper means nothing.
Yeah, but I think people need to work out, what do we mean to each other?
Yeah. I mean, some people say it's a death sentence. It's probably not, Scotty. If you look at all the people that stayed together, my mum and dad, for instance, they've been married nearly, I think, past 50 years. And there must be something that's harder to walk away, because you've made that bond to each other. And if you have, you know, a faith, you've made it to God as well. It's harder to just say, right, I'm leaving. I think in this society that we're in now, Scotty, there's so many distractions, there's so many opportunities, that you don't even think realistically. You think in the moment of anger or just pride or ego, and you walk out the door. I don't think you look at the situation that.
Well, my mum and dad were married for almost 50 years. Dad died when they'd been married 48 years. And, you know, that was it. And I don't really remember, I never remember them having a cross word.
No. I mean, my mum and dad have been married, I think, over 50 years. Obviously, we was a big family. But when we fell out, we you know, it was over within probably minutes. We never really fell out for long. And we just got on with it. But I think now it's so easy for children to fall out with a mum and dad. Ignore the parents. Don't think about their disciplinary actions on it. Means nothing. It seems like everything's been turned on its head now, Scotty. So it seems like the family home, whether it's a relationship or even the children, it's gone to pot, Scotty. And I think everything needs building back up. Foundation.
We need to build it back up, and we need to build up this show. And lovely to talk to you.
And you, Scotty, right? I'm going to eat the Chinese. DINKY-DOO, Scotty.
DINKY-DOO, all the best with your spare ribs. There he goes. Fantastic stuff. Now then, who have we got here? Let's get the chat. Jerry says, catch you soon. He's gone off for a bath. Is your channel Mr. Martin's Big Sing? We love it. All that nonsense. That was the wonderful Pablo from Manchester there. Back to the TikToks as quick as we can. Get following. Let's see your Land Rover. There it is there. P38. Lovely, isn't it? Says Shay Patrick. You're only 31 years old, Scotty. That's right, Papa. What sort of job is the SNP doing in Scotland? Well, an awful lot better than the Conservatives are doing for the UK. I can tell you that. But there are still complaints, you know, but then there always will be, I think. You know, you haven't a clue. Shay, I have a huge clue. I know stuff inside out. So there you get it. We'll have to say bye-bye to Shay. He's crossed the line. There we go. Now, what have we got? You've got food on your lip. No, I don't. I've got food on my lip. Who is this? You're live with Scotty's phone in. Who's that? Oh, nobody there. They missed it. Fantastic. Ring us again then, and we'll see if we can get you on. Now, what have we got here? Celtic FC, says she. Shay, you're a Celtic man, right? Very, very good. Big supporter of the Queen as well. P38 Range Rover, you're saying at the back? Yes, absolutely. Very nice machine. Guys, get your phones and give us tap, tap, tappity, tap. I need another 25 followers. So if you're feeling in a following mood, everybody should have followed Scotty McClue. Everybody on TikTok. Give us a call, folks. 0141 628 9795. 0141 628 9795. And if you're watching on the YouTube channel, have you subscribed? I'd like another couple of subscribers. So get on to that, please. If you're watching on YouTube, get subscribing, hit the subscribe, and there we go. We need another six subscribers on YouTube. And I've uploaded lots of beautiful videos, lots of shorts. Are you all into the YouTube shorts? Now, what do we got here? Mr. Martin. That's not actually funny. I don't mean having a go at the Scots isn't funny. I just mean that's not funny because you can't tune a lawnmower. Do you see what I mean? So there we are. So it should be the other way about. Scotty, where in Scotland are you from? Amy, we're from the West Coast. How can you say anything about God when you bumped me for a bar of chocolate? Richard, I never bumped you for a bar of chocolate. You bumped me for a bar of 5 boys. There we go. Young Scotty from Northern Ireland, Ollie Craig. How lovely to have you with us. Should England pay reparations to Scotland for historical acts such as the execution of Mary Queen of Scots? Yes. And I'll tell you something else. Westminster should pay reparation of damages for Linlithgow Palace. It was sacked by the Duke of Cumberland, the King's brother. So there you are. DCI Jim Taggart says, let's get back to protecting the weak rather than filming their misfortunes. Yes. Let's get back to communities. Tell you what we need rid of is these so-called auditors that go around winding up the police. We need rid of them. We need a law brought in. These guys all get jailed. I mean, for you. So there we are. Dinky-Doo. Hey, thank you. Who have we got here? Evening, Captain. Truthian too. Shut up. You're Scotty, you don't have a clue, McCLUE. Where's my bar of chocolate, you robber? Richard. You took my 5 boys. You robber. There we are. That's him. Now, who else have we got here? Scotty, answer your phone. Well, Papa, give us a phone and I'll answer it. Lang Bank. Papa, we love the Lang Bank. There we go. I remember having afternoon tea at Finlayston in Lang Bank. We like Lang Bank. I was hospitalised for taking Scottish poets too seriously. I was admitted to the severe burns unit. Thunder. I see what you did there. Scotty, do you want me to mod for you? It's very kind of you, William. Thank you for that. But don't worry, we can deal with the trolls. They go doon the swanny. You never scroll and you never troll. Tad the lad says a lot of these people make money. Their content off YouTube. The ones that go around with cameras. Well, Tad the lad, that's why they're doing it. But we need to ban them because they cheek up to the police. And they all use the same line. And I think they need to memo the police and say, just ignore these idiots filming an old fence at the back of a police station. But also there should be a law that you have to respect the police. And if the police ask you for your ID, you give them it. There we go. Otherwise, we haven't got enough police powers. Hello, Scotty. Hope you're well. Did you try the doner kebab? Very nice. Scotty, answer the phone. Well, Papa, you need to phone, and then we'll answer it. We've answered all the other calls. I can tell you, actually, it's time we weren't here. I'm just realizing what time it actually is. Fantastic. If you're watching on the TikTok, please follow. Follow me as soon as you can. There's a Bosnian joined. We love that. We love the Bosnians joining us. We're global, guys, so we're all round the world. And tonight has been outstanding. Maybe this is Papa. Hello, you're live on Scotty's phone in.
Scotty, how are you?
Who's that?
That's Ronan.
Ronan, lovely to hear you.
How are you?
I'm fine, Dinky-Doo. Where are you phoning from, Ronan?
Milton Keynes.
Milton Keynes.
I'm studying here.
We love it. We love Milton Keynes.
We do. I've got a bit of a question for you.
Yeah.
So my friend Jack, he's a good friend of mine. But recently, I think a man like yourself, and you might be able to help me in the situation. Recently, he's been getting a little bit, how do we say, like too close to me.
All right.
And the boy is a very good friend of mine, but he, you know, I feel like I can't escape him. You know, I'm trying to stop this friendship from blossoming into something else, but I don't know what to do.
Well, no, what I would say, well, what you do is when you're both sober, and I'm not implying that you like a drink, I'm just saying when you're both sober, have a word and say, Jack, can I just have a word with you? Right? I'm a huge fan of yours, blah, 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 blah. But I'm not after anything else.
Well, that's the thing, because, like, I just want his giant horse cock in my mouth, and I just don't know what to do.
So there we go. Absolutely. Just say that to him. I'm not after anything else. And even a giant kebab. Now then, Rufasic says 56 police officers up in court already this year for sexual assaults. Yes, but Rufasic, what's that got to do with all the hundreds of thousands of honest police who are getting harassed and don't feel comfortable by these auditors? You're live with Scotty's phone in, who's that?
It's a numpty, Scott.
Ah, the numpty. I was just about to finish up, and then we get the highlight of the night.
What, a numpty for him?
Numpty headphones.
Absolutely.
Now, numpty, before you start, I would say tonight has been an outstanding phone-in.
Well, I was late, Scotty. I was late at joining you.
So you missed it.
Ken, you were on.
Ken. Well, it was just a random, you see. You need to be ready for these things.
Well, the thing is, Scotty, my phone's fed up with giving me all these notifications.
Notifications, yes.
So there we are. But listen, I need to bring something up here, Scotty.
Yes, of course you do.
Right, you're going on about these auditors again.
Yes.
I think we've got more important things to worry about than the auditors.
I'll tell you. Listen, I'm just saying this in passing, that they shouldn't be allowed to cheek up to the police.
Aye, but come on, Scotty, we've got another problem out there, and it's the bairns with the mobile phones.
Yes.
They're filming. It's like the happy slappings coming back again. If you remember Happy Slapping.
Yes, I've heard about that. That's right.
When the video camera first came out on the mobile phone.
Yes, not good, not good.
Well, it seems to be coming back again, Scotty, because I've been reading in the papers.
Oh, yes.
That the school bairns, they're going about battering other school bairns, and they're filming it and they're sticking it on their social medias.
Well, you see, I think what we need to have there is that gets a label, and then these people get pulled up for it.
Indeed. Well, it needs to be put a stop to, Scotty, because it's getting worse.
Well, you see, there is one now. I can't remember the exact legal term for it, but it's if somebody does, revenge stuff or something like that. Oh, it's if you repackage something. So say you put somebody else's head on another body. Right. That's a serious crime now.
Oh.
Right. Yeah.
You're talking about like pictures. If you
if somebody tried to make
and stick it on another picture.
Yes.
Oh goodness me! I better take my pictures doing the one with my muscles.
All that stuff. No, I don't think that's so bad, but it's just if you're actually doing something, like if somebody took somebody's missus and stuck her head onto, some lady that wasn't completely clothed,
Oh, right, I see. Now, Scotty, I've got another very important point.
Yes.
I would like to represent McCLUE's pies at next year's World Economic Forum.
Oh, wow. A rep for McCLUE's pies. Hey, I think they would do well, because a lot of the people there look as if they like a right good tuck-in.
Well, the thing is, we could promote McCLUE's pies,
Yes, they look as if they need a right good tuck-in, because I think we need to promote a lot more meat eating.
Absolutely, but I'll tell you another thing, Scotty, that you might not be aware of. The EU has just passed a law that allows powdered crickets to be used as ingredients in mainstream food.
I don't like cricket.
Well, you know that joke, waiter, there's a fly in my soup.
Yes, keep quiet, sir, or everybody will want one.
Well, there's also flies in your bread and your chips.
Oh, and in your pizza and in your pasta.
So that's a start.
Well, I think we need to get off the powdered crickets right away.
Well, they've already passed a law that allows powdered crickets to be used as ingredients.
Well, I think we need to pass another law that Disney.
So the thing is, who voted for this, Scotty? It wasn't me.
Well, we need to find out. We need to find out if the people have voted for it.
Well, I should take away the vote from them because obviously these people are wacky. That comes up with us.
Very, very strange numpty. We'll put it out to the nation.
Indeed, indeed. Right, listen, I'm going to go because I'm enjoying the show too much.
Listen,
and I'm spiling at me being on the phone.
I love you being on the phone. You're spiling nothing. Dinky-Doo.
Cheery bye.
Ta-ta. There we are. That's your numpty head. Great stuff. Now then, guys, if you've just joined us, a warm welcome. You're watching a Scottie McClue, and we are, of course, live on the big one. Can everybody watching on the TikTok get following? And everybody on the YouTube get subscribing. Get over to the subscribe. Right, it's time I wasn't here. From back of the hall, Scotty's voice shouted, I'll give you £250. He announced the gathering that he would give a reward to her. All right, wait a minute. Sorry, this is part of a long story from Mr. Martin. At an art auction in Edinburgh, Scotland, a wealthy American lost his wallet containing 20,000. Right, 45,000. He announced to the gathering he'd give a reward of £200 to the person who found it. From the back of the hall, a Scottish voice shouted, I'll give you £250. And you're live at Scottish phone in, is that? He's gone. There we are. Shy. Right. It's time I wasn't here, guys. What an amazing show tonight. Tremendous stuff. And it was only a random pop-up. I'd be happy just eating a McCLUE's pie, probably have a boiled potato, a sweet, possibly green beans and gravy on the veg. VJD, I can't think of anything nicer. So there we are. Celtic or Rangers, says Pigeon Man. Pigeon Man, go and see them both play, then just make up your mind. Evening, King Scotty. Evening, everybody. And a very, very warm welcome. Night, Scotty. Night to the wonderful Jerry Dobson. And Dinky-Doo. Lovely to have you with us, Jerry. All the best. And as I say, have a lovely week. Guys, my beautiful, beautiful YouTubers, we're going to have to say good night. Take great care of your dear selves. Stick out your tongues and say, ta-ra, lads. Ta-ra.